What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is Insecure, the final season, season 5, episode 4. So we are down to the beach. Nathan is having his anniversary party down to the beach. Remember, him and Issa have been planning the party, and looks like they have a pretty good turnout. You know, they waiting for their boy to show up with the food, but they got drinks. They, you know, the fellas are hanging out. His crew from the barbershop is there. Everybody's having a good time. So Issa, Kelly and Molly show up looking real cute in their bathing suit. They bathing suit ready, right? And Issa, of course, is not, trying to figure out, where her and Nathan stand after last week with her crying on Nathan and him leaving in the middle of the night and all that good stuff. So it's a little awkward. She said that was about a week or so ago. And so they're still kind of awkward. Now, what's funny is Nathan and his boys are putting on sunscreen, right? And who's it? Risha from the shop shows up, the female barber that shows up. And she's looking all cute with her bathing suit and everything. And they go to hand her the sunscreen. And she's going to put the sunscreen on. And she was like, this is just regular Aveeno. Like, you literally have just been putting lotion on. Like, so I thought that was funny. So anyway, the ladies show up. And like I said, of course, Issa is being Issa. They roll up on Nathan. And she is awkward, making awkward jokes about, he's, the hostess with the mostest, the best host in charge. And just being Issa, just being real extra awkward and weird. So Molly and Kelly go off to go make them a drink, honey. And Nathan and Issa have a conversation. And she's like, so we good, right? And he was like, yeah, I mean, she was like, how you doing? How's it been going? And he was like, I'm cool, it's good. And then he, walks off. He finds a reason to walk off. So she goes back over to Kelly and them, and she was like, yeah, he mad. Like, he mad. He definitely in his feelings. And they told her, girl, just chill out. Like, chill out, and it's going to be okay. Like, you're doing too much. You're pushing too hard. Just let it flow. So, just what happens at all black cookouts? Somebody talk about you want to play some spades. Now, my family is being whist. But, we let the kids table play. In my family, the kiddies play the spades, okay? Spades is the training ground to get ready to play big whist. Or pinochle. But anyway, they were like, y'all want to play some spades? And Issa was all like, spades, hey. And then she gonna say, that's like pity pat, right? I mean, somebody gonna teach me? And Molly and Kelly was like, girl, please, you are 30. Ain't nobody got time to be teaching you how to play spades. I agree. At this point in the game, girl, you just need to sit on the sideline, and if you pick it up, then I guess you pick it up. Now, while this is going on, Crenshaw is all over the Twitter blasting Issa, talking about she ain't down, she a sellout, all skin folk ain't kin folk, And of course, it's bothering Issa. It would bother any of us because she announced that she's got a partnership with this water brand, the brand that sponsored the fashion show from the episode a couple of weeks ago. And, she was like, I knew he was going to trip as soon as we announced the partnership, but, it's good for me and my company. We're making moves, right? And so, of course, Molly and Kelly was like, girl, don't trip over that. He going to feel the way he feel, but everybody path different. Don't even be tripping. Don't let yourself get caught up in that. So they sitting around, they playing spades, and Issa notices that is it Nisa? I'm going to say Nisa, child. The girl from the shop. And Nathan are kind of looking a little cozy. He's helping her with her sandal. And in Issa's mind is looking real sexual, right? It's looking very sexual. And she was like, I ain't fucking. I think they are. It looks like they are. So she finds her way to go over there. And they all have a conversation. And, it's all cool or whatever. And then her and Nathan end up alone again. And she was like, Nathan, listen, are we good? After last week, you kind of left in the middle of the night. I just want to make sure we cool. And he was like, well, I'm concerned we good. We cool. And she was like, okay, we cool. He was like, yeah, we cool. And then his boy finally shows up with a bunch of pizzas. And Nathan was like, bro, I thought you was bringing meat. I got this whole mustard. I got a bunch of mustard. I thought we was grilling. He was like, I said I was bringing food. I never said I was bringing hot dogs or hamburgers. Get this pizza and keep it moving. And just at that moment, there's an earthquake, child. They are on the West Coast, honey. And so it's a little tremor. It's not really major, but the lifeguard makes an announcement. Yo, we need to clear the beach just in case there's a tsunami, because y'all know there can be those residual effects. So everybody got to get ready to get up and roll out. And they all decide that Nathan said, hey, let's take this to the next spot. Let's go and, let's go have drinks or whatever. So everybody decided they're going to roll to the next spot. We ain't ready to stop the party. We got to come off the beach, but we ready to, do some other things. So Issa, Molly, barbershop girl Kelly are rolling in one car. Nathan and his boys are in the other car. So now Molly is flirting them. The old Molly is back, child. She new and improved because she done been out on a date. She done wet her whistle a little something in the bedroom, if you know what I'm saying. And she said, I'm ready to get back out there, I need to do this or whatever. I'm gonna I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. She says that I'm gonna dang, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, they in the car. So Molly is flirting with Molly is flirting with two of the friends. She said, I ain't figured out which one is the winner yet. We having a good time. I'm getting to know both of them, and I will figure it out, at a later date, right? So while they're playing spades, one of the guys started bragging about his size 14. Another guy talking about he got a size 9. And Kelly was like, that is not what you need to be bragging about. Size 9 is not your friend. Like, that's not what you need to be bragging about. So Kelly is still on her spiritual journey, honey. But her and barbershop girl are bonding. They are bonding because she said, I can't get caught up in another tsunami. Like, I died for real, y'all. So her and Kelly are bonding over their death experiences. Kelly's, everybody at the reunion thought I was dead experience. And barbershop girl, I almost died in the tsunami experience. So they bonded. So while everybody's in the car, Nathan is talking to his boys about what happened with Issa. He was like, yo, she called me over the other night and she called me over to cuddle. And his boys was like, well, she must have felt comfortable with you for her to feel comfortable enough to call you over. They were like, did somebody die or something? He was like, I don't know. But like, I wasn't trying to cuddle. Like, I rolled out as soon as she fell asleep. And they was like, dang, that's messed up. Why would you do that? And he was like, cuz I'm not your cuddle buddy. And he was like, you straight up, like, she friend zoned me. Like, that's what it is. That's like she friend zoned me. Like, I'm not here on call for you. Now, over in the girls' car, where the ladies are, Kelly and barbershop girl are having a Super Soul Sunday, just as what Molly says. And Molly and Issa are texting back and forth. And Issa was like, yeah, I think she's sleeping with Nate. So, Molly found a way to work it into the conversation and asked her what was up with her and Nate, with Nathan. And she was like, girl, nothing. Me and Nathan just friends. Ain't nothing going on with us. Like, it ain't that kind of party. So, of course, that made Issa feel a little bit better. But then she was like, well, I don't know, because, he just really was acting mad funny. Like, I still, was awkward with us. And Molly was like, once again, telling her girl, just chill out. It's all good. So they get to the spot. And once again, Issa and Nathan are alone. But it's still kind of awkward, but they're starting to kind of, talk or whatever. And Nathan's brother and sister-in-law come through. And you could immediately tell the energy was weird between the sister-in-law and Nathan. The energy was a little off. Now, they were throwing little comments about Nathan rolling out and Nathan, being out in the world and stuff like that. And it brought me back to the Nathan we met in the beginning, where Nathan just ghosted Issa. Like, everything was good with them, and then all of a sudden he was just out, right? And I thought, I'm be honest with y'all, the vibe I picked up on, I was like, did he sleep with the woman? Like, did he sleep with his brother's girlfriend or wife or whatever? Because it was just weird. Like, it was just a weird vibe. But we'll find out later on what that's about. But it was cool to meet the brother, and Issa was like, I didn't even know you had family here. And again, it was this weird exchange, weird look with them, And so as the day goes on, everybody's having a good time, they vibing. But then one of Nathan's boys, he gets a text, a friend, there's a party, or Jason Derulo's having a party, and they all ready to roll out to the party. Now, Kelly and barbershop girl decide to stay at the little cantina because they are bonded. Okay, they are having a breakthrough. Okay, now Kelly is drunk. So I guess she has come up off of her, no alcohol situation. But they are definitely vibing there. Well, no, she said taquitos, not tequila. Anyway, she might not be drunk yet. But anyway, they are definitely vibing. And the sister-in-law tells the brother, you go ahead and hang out with Nathan. I know it's been a while since y'all hung out. Like, y'all go ahead and have a good time. So, again, he was like, are you sure? And she was like, no, I'm sure. Go ahead, have a good time. And Nathan was like, again, it was just a weird moment. The energy, just a little off. So they get to the party, and of course, old boy can't get everybody in the party. Like, he talking to the people at the door, and yada, yada, yada. But basically, it gets to a point where he can only get one person in. And that one person is Molly. So, of course, now Molly has made, because the other dude, the one with the size 14, was it the size 14? Anyway, one of the dudes, when they believe in the cantina, he talking about something, I can't go to the party, I gotta go let my cat out. Molly was like, okay, he was concerned about the wrong pussy, okay? So that sort of made her mind up. But then when old boy took Molly in the party with him, that definitely solidified the situation, right? So the rest of the crew is outside waiting because they were like, well, we're going to try to find a back door to get y'all in, just chill out for a few minutes. So they outside waiting, and they finally get it. So Nathan's brother was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and go. And Nathan was like, are you sure? Like, it's only been a few minutes. Maybe they can get us in a party. He was like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and get home. And Nathan was like, yeah, I know. Because I know your wife really ain't that, fond of me. Like, so I understand, she don't really want you hanging out with me too long. And he was like, no, she's cool. She actually wanted me to come. But, I'm just ready to go. And Nathan was like, well, if she really was cool and she really liked me, why she put me out? And the brother was like, you know what? If I'm going to be honest, it really wasn't her. It was me. Dude, you was coming, you would go, you were leaving for 3 or 4 days at a time. You were leaving out in the middle of the night. You were coming in all hours of the night. Like, I didn't feel comfortable with you coming in like that, with my kids and stuff in the house. So, no, that was actually me. She took the brunt of it, but it was really mine. I really wanted you to leave. And so, you could tell that kind of threw Nathan back, like, damn, for real? Like, you wanted me out? So the brother rolls out, and Nathan is kind of off to the side, and that's when they get the text saying Molly was like, she found a back door, but they need to hurry up and get around there before security shuts it down. So the rest of them are rolling around there, and Issa's like, Nathan, you ready? You want to go? And Nathan was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I need a minute. And so Issa walked up to him, and Issa was like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? And he said, when I was living with my brother, I was manic. I wasn't diagnosed yet. I didn't know what was going on. And I just, found out, like they put me out. They just left me high and dry. They put me out, and one of the main reasons why I wanted them to come tonight is because I wanted them to see what I had done. I wanted them to see that I was doing well and that I was really, I had really, gotten better. But basically my attitude now is fuck it. Like, fuck it. Fuck them. And she was like, it is what it is. Like, you got better for yourself. You ain't do it for them. And so if they can't appreciate it, it is what it is. And so then they get to talking about them. Somehow we transition it to them. And he tells her point blank, like, listen, I don't want to be friend zone anymore. Like, I don't want to be in the friend zone with you. And she lets him know, I don't want to be just your friend either. And baby, they get to kissing. And that's the end of that. So that is the episode. So listen, once again, I'm wrong. I thought that what happened a couple of weeks ago was the finale to the Issa Nathan story, but clearly I am wrong because we ended with a whole new chapter, okay? So we will definitely see what they're giving us next week, honey. I will talk to y'all later. Oh, my bad. Rewind. While this is going on throughout the whole day, Crenshaw is still giving Issa the blues on Twitter, calling her a sellout and saying all this other stuff about her. And Issa actually ended up responding. She thought she was sending a private DM to her assistant on Twitter, but she actually tweeted it out. So y'all know Issa. I'm sure that's going to be some situation that's going to blow back on her next week. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.